little tate-a-tate.
Yep.
Hey, Chris, Rosemont Copper, the Pima County Board of Supervisors says, hey, we wants no mine. And one of the things that they can possibly try to hold up or try to attempt to hold up is a Tucson electric power line, which the Arizona Corporation Commission said, yep, go ahead and build it. Pima County Board of Soup says, nope, don't build it. And here's a few of them, Chris. Here's a few reasons why Chuck Huckleberry pointed out to say we cannot build these power lines. I'm not going to read all four of them.
Eagles?
No Eagles. Maybe tell that story. That was so good.
We talked about it yesterday. One of the problems with these power poles, of course, is it gives raptors an unfair advantage against rats.
Pack rats, because they can perch up there. And
That's it.
And I've got a bunch
our soups are sitting on.
I got a bunch of pack rats.
Avian snipers.
They can have. Here's of the four, the ones that jump to me. The impacts of the mine's energy use on water supply, greenhouse gas emissions, since TEP gets most of its power from coal. So we're going to pull out the global warming card, which love that.
So hold it. This is the
global warming, dude. Greenhouse gas emissions.
What I want to know, the TEP,
right.
Are they using a separate power generation of coal just for Rosemont?
No.
So they use this for all of us?
All the county buildings, it's powered by the same coal-fired plant. It's up in northern Arizona. And the EPA is trying to shut it down, which is a big deal. So the other one that jumped out at me...
but just that. I mean, why would he even...
pull that card out?
I mean, Chuck's supposed to be the smart one of all these people.
Global warming.
Ugh.
Yeah, the other one...
Chuck!
His concerns that the mine in general is subsidized by residential power consumers.
I love that. You notice Chuck's a real consumer advocate lately.
Right.
Remember the wastewater treatment plant in Marana? I mean, Chuck's already raping you twice, 50% bump this year, 50% last year, and he's like, oh, we don't want those Moranans. They're going to charge you more. Stop. You don't care about what we pay. Stop it.
Right. So Rod Pace did have a pretty good comment when he came out. He basically said, hey, I thought county's supposed to be business friendly. I thought we're supposed to get back to business here in this Pima County.
But let's get back to the quote before that.
Right.
Let's get that. Big business guy, Richard Elias. I can't believe I just said that. Here's the quote from him. I think we'll continue in our efforts to make sure Augusta Resource is not successful in the Rosemont proposal. It's not, we're going to make sure this is environmentally... He just said right there, screw you, Rosemont. I give Richard credit. He's the first one to say, we're going to shut you down. All the other, oh, yeah, we want to protect it, and, extraction taxes, and blah, blah, blah.
Look who's not talking. That's another part of the story. Which of the Board of Supervisors are not weighing in on this issue?
Ray Carroll.
Election year. All right.
I mean, it's in Ray's thing. I haven't heard Ray on the HERF thing. All right. I haven't heard Ray, Mr. Catholic, goes to Mass every 4 times a week. Where's he on this Fitz thing?
This would be a good one that you'd want to jump out in front of if you're an elected official, especially if you're a faith.
Especially the HERF thing. The faith thing, huge. Where are you? At the same thing on the HERF thing, it's a tax thing. You didn't have Tom Jenny call up at the right time to say you're a champion of taxpayers? Where are you, dude?
Here's a good one. Yep, fix the roads.
Yep.
Hey, Chris, let's keep on this theme of Pima County. Rural Metro, Chris. Ugh. Rural Metro, which is a fire district group.
There's more.
They are breaking ground on a new fire station, one of 2 new fire stations in Sarita, Chris. Now, why is this such a big piece of news? Why would a breaking ground of a new fire department in Sarita make the news and be something that we're even doing?
It's near the El Charro that Chuck charged $30,000 to just for the permit to connect the wastewater.
It's not the answer.
It's because there was a vote last year that invalidated the votes of Sarita voters to switch off of rural metro and join the fire district down there.
So Green Valley Fire went around and did a big petition drive. Got a lot of folks to sign on to say we would like to leave in Sarita, we'd like to leave rural metro and bounce over to Green Valley.
Yes.
Because of better care and coverage and all those kind of things. So they got this petitions. They sent the petitions in to the Board of Supervisors, who has to just basically check mark it, say, yep, you got the petitions. And what happened then, Chris?
What happened was, it's interesting, Ramon Valadez had to recuse himself from the vote.
Why did he recuse?
Because he works for Southwest Ambulance.
Oh, he works for Rural Metro as well. Yep, and Southwest Ambulance, one of the same. Yep.
All right, so he had to recuse himself for the vote. So, friend of the people down there, Sharon Bronson, and the great Richard Elias voted not to validate the signatures.
And the other 2,
Ray and Ann
said, yes, take them, accept them. They've been duly signed. And if it's a hung jury, 2-2.
It doesn't, because you're voting to approve.
Right.
So on a 2-2, it doesn't get approved. So what happens is they shot down, Elias and Bronson shot down the voters' will in Green Valley, and now that it's been shot down, Rural Metro is free to move in and start building fire stations.
Well, one of the issues they'd probably talked to the voters on and said, look, they don't even have a base of location here. They can't get to you within so many minutes. That was probably it.
Yeah.
So now Rural Metro is going to put the capital assets in the dirt to take that argument away. But it goes back to Board of Supervisors, and when they recuse and work for each other and all these goofy things, it gets a little nerve-wracking, Chris, a little scary to me how this all works. In fact, after Greg Byrne